Namaskar, good evening, dear devotees, friends. And this is the first Friday of the July, and as usual, of the Vedanta Study Circle of Naparville, they used to organize the Gita discourse in the library, Naparville Library. Now, that class we are giving from here. Maybe after 1 or 2 months, we can go back to the library, the same old thing we can do. But now, for the time being, we have to do like this. And welcome to the Bhagavad Gita. Let us begin with the Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsacharnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. Sri Krishna is considered as the Jagat Guru. In the Gita Dhyana Mantra, 5th verse, it says like that. The coming 5th July is the Guru Purnima. So obviously on that day we will have a special discussion, and today I just finished with the Middle East group, the Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah. This group, they also had that Zoom meeting on the Guru, the concept of Guru. Who is Guru? The Krishna is the Guru. What the Guru usually they do only 2 things. First, they give the confidence, make them, the children, I can say the disciples, aware about the divinity, about the God, the existence of the Supreme Being. That is the first thing that they do. And second, they teach how to realize that. The first they give knowledge, and second they teach us the technique to get that knowledge, realize that knowledge. These are the 2 things that the divine Guru, spiritual Gurus, they do. The Guru conception is vast, and particularly India is a great respect that they consider is as a Guru. And now this word, the Guru, is a Europe, America, everywhere they are following, they understand that. Now after saying that the Guru, you need not to translate as the preceptor or the teacher or the master, they understand the Guru. So this word, the Guru, it removes the darkness. Krishna is removing the darkness. Directly he is removing the darkness of Arjuna. Because Arjuna is just in front of him, and he has organized Krishna, the very shrewd way he organized a war between the good and the bad. And Arjuna was the leader of the good people, and naturally Krishna was with him. And when they were going to do that action, going to have that action, the war, the Arjuna wanted to know the truth. Krishna told him. So we have already gone through the pages of the Bhagavad Gita. It is recorded over there from the second chapter particularly. In the first chapter, the Arjuna's despondency, his confusion. Then from the second chapter onwards, we have come up to the 10th chapter. We have completed 10th chapter. Today we will study the 11th chapter. And in the end of the 10th chapter, in the 10th chapter itself, the Krishna was telling, I am the all best things that you see. Among these, I am this. You remember. And those who follow the Bhagavad Gita, they know. Then ultimately, in the last verse of the 10th chapter, in the 42, he said, Atubha bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna. Why you have to know all this? If you know, that will be sufficient. What is that? Bishtabhyam idam krishnam ekam shena sthito jagat. Bishtabhyam aham idam krishnam ekam shena sthito jagat. Eka angsha is a little part of me that is holding this universe. I am going on telling you that I am this great, 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 great. You need not to bother about that. You just know that only a little part of mind is holding this whole universe. For you, the ordinary human being, this universe means a huge thing. For me, the God, the Creator, this is only a small part of it. So that is the supreme condition of the God, position of the God, manifestation of the divinity. It's a huge, we cannot understand. Now, today morning again, I gave a talk in the Techno India. This is an Indian educational complex is there. They have 13 colleges and schools, colleges, like that, university. Sister Nivedita University they are having. So all students and many people, they joined, and we were discussing how to be positive in this challenged time, in this condition. So whatever was possible, I spoke, because I hurried because I had another class, so I couldn't talk to clearly. But anyway, whatever it came to my mind, the first thing is the positive idea that we are going to overcome. Why? Look at the back, the human history. In the human history, it always says that so many challenges came and the human being overcome this. One after another, that all the challenges. That present day, we are almost standing in a very special situation. Why? We are going to enter into a new era, we can say. Things will be completely changed. All our life will be like this, but at the same time not exactly that we were living a few days before, few months before, maybe a year before. Things will be changed. Because the conception, because the mind is getting training in this way. So whatever it may. So this is the way we are constantly proceeding. But at the same time, the spiritual people, those who are following the Vedanta or the Sanatana Dharma, the Hindu Dharma, they know it very well that this world is very, very temporary and constantly changing. In different form it is changing. And whenever the change comes, that is called mrityu. Whenever the change comes, that is called death. And we are always afraid. Because we don't want the change. Why? Because that is our nature. Our original nature is eternal. That's why whenever the changes come, we are a little disturbed. There's people, they are not satisfied. For whatever is given to them, they are not satisfied. It is not their fault. Rather, that is the characteristics of a spiritual person. His satisfaction goes only when he can realize or she can realize the original self, the original thing. So constantly they goes on thinking, oh, this is not complete satisfaction, I want more, I want more. And that goes on pushing and pushing. Ultimately he takes up the path of religion, the path of dharma. And when he comes to that, there he faces the God. And when he see that the God is doing everything, he is convinced, seeing and hearing the God. But at the same time there is a doubt. Because duality. When the duality is there, the two are there, always there will be doubt. And I have seen the husband and wife, they love each other so much. And they knew each other for a long time when they were students. Even then a time came, they started doubting each other. So they came to me and they were telling these and that. As a counselor, you can say, then I told, so you have lost the faith. Once you lose the faith, then everything is gone. You just try to understand situation is changing. When you were students, that was a different situation. When you were a husband, wife, a complete different situation. When you become the father and the mother, another situation. According to the situation, behavior changes. Try to understand that. And by that way, when we go slowly utilize our mind, our discriminative capacity, we go towards what? We go towards peace. We go towards happiness. And when we go towards peace, when you go towards the happiness, what we acquire? A wonderful broad mind and the very intelligent intellect, sharp intellect that can see through all this. So this is what happened to Arjuna. In the first chapter, the Arjuna thoroughly confused, can't believe anything, and he was thinking in his own way that if I leave all these things and go away and somehow survive with begging, so that will be the best. He was thinking in that, and the God came and then guided him, because God loved that person, Arjuna. Why God loved him so much of all these people? Because the divinity manifested through Arjuna. You may remember that God quoted himself, he said, among these brothers of the Pandavas, I am the Arjuna. He didn't say the other brothers, he was a very strong person. Or the Yudhishthira, very religious person. But he said, I am Arjuna. So the Arjuna must be having that great quality. So that God himself manifested as Arjuna, and then they stood face to face discussing about it. Friends, we will start the 11th chapter. And the 11th chapter, Arjuna, he saw that the Lord said, only my portion, just with a small portion, I support the whole world. This is the 10th chapter, 42 verse. And the Ekadasha Adhyaya, 11th chapter, begins continuing that. And when we read and we start a new chapter, we read like this. Atha Ekadasha Adhyaya Vishwaroopa Darshana Yoga Arjuna Uvacha Madanugrahaya Paramam Guiham Adhyatma Samgitam Yattaduktam Bachastina Mohoyam vigato mama. Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam sruto vistarasho maya tattva kamalapatraksha mahatmam apichabhayam. The first and second, the Arjuna is telling Madanugrahaya paramam guiham adhyatma sangitam. Paramam guiham. This is important. Paramam means supreme. Guiham, very subtle. Adhyatma sangitam. What is this adhyatma sangitam? He is telling here a supremely profound words on the discrimination of the self. That is adhyatma sangitam, that you have already talked about the self, which is so subtle. I have understood it. How? Because your grace. Mad anugrahaya. Because you love me, you have a blessings on me, and you said like this, I have understood. Yatta doktam bachastina mohoyam bigato mama. Whatever you said, my delusion has gone. What is the delusion? Moha. Moha jahihi dhanagama trishnam, etc. This moha, this is the word that the Hindu spirituality always be free from the moha. What is this moha? Delusion. What is this delusion? The original thing which is there, I can't see. I see something else instead of that original thing. That is called moha. How it comes? I don't know. They say Maya. Because of my karma phala, I am deluded. That the bad thing, very wrong thing, but for me that is very good, very attractive. So that is called moha. And Arjuna's, that moha, the wrong conception, Arjuna claimed, Arjuna said, it has been moved, it has gone. Now my mind is completely free, I am open. How? Because of you, O God. Without your grace, it is not possible. So he says, by the supremely profound words on the discrimination of the self that has been spoken by thee out of compassion towards me, my delusion is gone. And the second, he is telling, of thee, O lotus-eyed, I have heard at length of the origin and the dissolution of the beings, as also thy inexhaustible greatness. Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam sruto vistarasho mayaha. Vistara. Bhava means the origin, and apayo means dissolution. That is the mystery. How this is the creation comes, and then when the creation is dissolved, where it goes. That is the mystery. And that is the reason the people are constantly trying to understand who has created me and this environment and this world. Just try to think about the way the whole world is moving. Varieties of people and the varieties of culture. When you forget about the subtlety and we see, oh, this is natural in different parts of the world according to the geographical situation, people, they become like that, their eating habit, their clothing, all become like that. But why that person is there? He was born over there. Why me here? So many things. Then we go to that, stand before, and in awe, we look at the sky and we start thinking, is there someone there doing this? This is not haphazard. Everything is going according to the system. And what is that system? Then the Hindus, they say, is the karma phala. First, the wish of God. According to God's wish, whole creation came out of Him. Then He gave the karma and also the result of the karma. There it goes. We are not going to discuss that particular portion right now. So Arjuna is asking God, I am really, really grateful because my delusion, my confusion, it has gone. He said that. And bhavapyayo, that is hi bhutanam, the creation and the dissolution of all beings. I have heard it. So tatta kamalapatraksha, there's a way of addressing the God. The kamalapatraksha, the eyes are so beautiful. So he is telling, Mahatmam api cha abhayam, exhaustible greatness. Mahatma api cha abhayam. Abhaya is inexhaustible. What is that? Mahatma. What is that Mahatma? The power to create, power to do wonder. So he is praising the God. Then in the third verse he is telling, Evametat yathat tatvam atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam aishyaram purushottama. This is a very clever man, Arjuna. And he was praising. He was telling, oh God, I am now, delusion has gone, and you are so good, is a good looking, your eyes are just like the lotuses. By that way. Then, in the third verse, why suddenly he was praising like that? We came to know, he said, can you please show me, drashtumichhami, I like to see, te rupam, your form, aishyaram purushottama. And that is, he wants to see that form. What is that form? The form in the immanence, the God is there, but he is transcendent. The transcendent God that we can feel, we can understand, but God can also take the form. And in that form he is creating, he is holding, sustaining, and also dissolved. All these things are going on. Arjuna heard that, and Arjuna felt, can I see that God? Will you please show me? Evametat yatha atva tvam atmanam parameshwaram. Whatever you said, tvam atmanam athya. Athya means you have already said. Atmanam, you have already said about the Atma Tatya, that is about the self, which is transcendent, which has no form. You have already said that. At the same time, Purushottama, you are the Purushottama, you are the Supreme Being, Supreme Lord. So will you please tell me like that, your Ishvara form, can you show me that? The Ishvara form, O Supreme Purusha. Now Arjuna is requesting him to take a form and show me that truly he is the creator, he is the sustainer, and he is doing the dissolution. Is it true? So Arjuna is very cleverly putting this request to God to get the complete clear idea about it. God understood that, but he liked it also, because when the devotee is so eager to see and understand everything of God, not that God is angry, hey, you don't believe my words, not like that. God will be very happy. So God is very happy with Arjuna. Arjuna is asking the third question. What is the Ishvara form? Sometimes we mixed up the path of knowledge, the conception of knowledge, conception of bhakti. In the Hinduism, these are all there. In the path of knowledge, the conception of knowledge, this consciousness all pervading and without any form. It is true, formless. That is the original. God can have the form. If he is having the form and this is the only form, the moment we say, it becomes finite, limited. And you can understand the difficulty that comes. The moment the God becomes finite, it becomes limited, is going to be destroyed. Can God die? Swamiji, in one of his lectures, he is asking. No, it is not possible. So in reality, he is transcending everything. But he is present everywhere. That's why one of the name of the God is Vibhu. Vibhu means all pervading consciousness is Vibhu. So that is a philosophical discussion about the existence of the God. But Vishwaroopa, what is the Vishwaroopa? The same consciousness is all powerful, and just by thinking he is creating, can't he take the human form? So that is the answer, that he can take, because he is all powerful. And he is taking the form of an Ishvara. What is that Ishvara? He is having some qualities. What are those qualities? 6 qualities. And sometimes we call it Bhagavan. Aishwarya, Jnana, Shakti, Bala, Virya, Teja. These 6 qualities are there. And it is the omnipotent, omnipresence, infinite wisdom, Jnana, strength, virtue and splendor. So these are the 6 qualities that the Lord is having. Arjuna wanted to see that particular form. Can you please show me? So Arjuna's doubt, he claimed, he said, has been cleared. But at the same time, he wanted to be completely free from any the confusion. The Krishna is of my age, Arjuna's age. And the same Krishna is demanding that he has created this universe. And not only that, he is holding this universe and he will take it back within himself. So he is the one omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, all pervading consciousness. So he wanted to do that. Through Arjuna, our doubts are also getting cleared. Then he is asking, but he is very humble. And his humbleness is expressing in the 4th verse. Manyase yadi tat sakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshara tata metvam darshayam atmamabhayam. Yogeshara. Now he said, not Kamalapatraksha. He said Yogeshara. Why? Now, you are the master of the yogis, the Lord of the yogis. Ishvara, Yoga, the Lord of the yogis. So if you want, you can show it me, because that power you are already having. Of course, if you think that I am capable to see that, I am qualified to see that. Mannase yadi tat shakyam maya drashtumiti prabho. Oh my Lord, he is not now a Krishna or the friend, nothing like that, Prabhu. And that master, you are having the capacity of the yoga because you are the Lord of the yoga, and you can show it to me. Of course, if you think I am capable to see that. This is the humbleness. The Arjuna, he is saying like that, thou, if you think me capable of seeing it, then, O Lord, please show me thy immutable self. When he said that, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, then the Lord said, Pashyame Partha Rupani Shata Shota Sahasrashaha. Nana vidhani divyani Nana varnakriti nicha Pashyandityan basun rudran Ashino marutas Bahun adrishta purvani Pasyascharjani bharata. Now in these two verses, 5th and 6th, the Lord is telling, well, Arjuna, I will show you that. And how is that? By hundreds and thousands, my different form, celestial form, various colors and shapes. Friends, this is sometimes the people may have the doubt about it. Is it really possible? And they say, oh, you people, just because you believe, so hence you are thinking it is possible. Is there anything impossible? Everything is possible. We, the human being with the little capacity, we are doing so much. Our consciousness is nothing but, our buddhi, the intellect, is nothing but the reflection of the great consciousness. And so many intelligent people, millions and millions, and all the intellect, if comes together, can you imagine the power of that intellect? So that is great intellect, that we say that is God. Where from the intellect came? How it is happening? In the beginning I was telling, there are so many things we cannot solve. Just we give some, many people, just because of they have become famous, they say some of the statement, how that can be proved? So obviously there is something. So that something is the consciousness. That something is all powerful. And he can do anything and everything. So that is we call Bhagavan, the one who is having all the great capacities, the 6 great capacities. With that only it is possible. And there he shows, well, I can show you. And what I am going to show you, don't be afraid of it. That's why he is telling to Arjuna, he said, don't be afraid of it. Nana vidhani, the different type of things you will see, by hundreds and thousands, my different forms, celestial forms, and also the ordinary forms. My different forms, M capital, that is the God. He says it is only, everything that you see is nothing but me. Arjuna, if you are thinking that you are different than me, that is also a mistake. If you think that Duryodhana, Bhishma, Karna, they are going to die because of you and you are going to kill them, that is also a mistake. Everything is me in that form and this form, and all these things I am doing. And if you ask why, just I like it. It's my pleasure. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, this is his Leela, the divine play. You cannot go and ask why. So this is the way things goes. So, and this way he said, you will be seeing, be careful. And then in the next verse, in the verse 6th, he is telling that Arjuna, Adityas, Bashus, Rudra, Ashins, Marutha, O descendant of the Bharata, many wonders never seen before. Everything you will know. So here he is telling that the many wonders you will see, you have not seen before. Pashyan Adityan, Basun, Rudran, Ashino, they are the gods. So naturally when Krishna was in the human form, the Arjuna was thinking, they are the gods, the Ashina and all those. How it is possible for the Krishna to support them? Now here Arjuna sees, it is only the God and they are his part and nothing else. The Supreme Being. That is why he begins with these names. Pashyan Adityan. There so many Adityas are there. Adityan, Dadash Aditya. And also Bashun, 8 Bashus are there. The 12 Adityas and 8 Bashu. And 11 Rudra. Those who know the Hinduism, these are all there, and particularly in the Puranas in details. Then the Ashini, they were the twin brothers, Ashini, Kumardaya, and so many others. This is the way you have to understand. Then in the 7th verse he says, Yuhaikastam jagat krishnam pashyadya sacharacharam mama dehe gura kesha yachanyat drashtumichati. Drashtumichasi, they are thinking to see, you are planning to see, requesting me to see, drashtumichasi, but you have to be careful. Otherwise it will be very difficult. You won't be able to attain that. You won't be able to receive that. You know, the God, sometimes we pray to God, please manifest. And if He truly manifests, we won't be able to accept that. We'll be afraid. It happens in the life of many monks. When first it comes and we become so much afraid. In life of many monks, it happened. But why? Because we are not prepared that moment. That's why Sri Krishna is preparing Arjuna. So you are going to see many different things. Don't be afraid. And the different things are so many different way you cannot imagine. So obviously, don't be afraid. So he is telling in the 7th verse, he says, see now, O Gurakesha. Why he addressed him as a Gurakesha? Because you too are having some yogic capacity. You too are also having some capacity to control your mind. One who has conquered the sleep is called Gurakesha. And this Gurakesha, that means he has the capacity to control his senses. So by calling him that way, he is reminding him, be careful and control your senses. In my body, the whole universe centered in one. That is in the 7th verse he is telling, Yuhai kastam jagat krishnam pasyadya sa chara acharam. Chara and achara, that which is moving and also that which is not moving. Everything. So everything is there. Where? Momodehi. It is in my body. By that way we understand this whole universe that we see is nothing but God's body. So this is the uniqueness. That God's body everywhere. And if we can understand that, realize that, think of it, we are always in God, on God, every moment. So while we are searching God, we go to this place and that place, it is not necessary. Only that knowledge. So Vishwaroopa Darshana, not only to show that I am that God, but also to show that God is everything. That there is nothing except that God. So he is showing, and he mentioned the chara achara, everything is mine. So chara and achara. Even the hills, the trees, the stones, and at the same time the beings, each and everything. Chara achara. Mama dehi yachanyat drashtumichasi. Anyat drashtumichasi. What is that? Some other things also that you are thinking to see. What is that? God is God. He can see the mind, he can read the mind. In the hidden, in his Arjuna's mind, it was there. Am I going to be successful in this war? And we cannot think it's a holocaust, it's a huge, huge army. And Arjuna is the leader, all depending on him. So naturally Arjuna was thinking, am I going to be successful in this war? Or I am going to defeat? Krishna understood that because he knows the mind of every people. He said, that also you will see. You wanted to see that, you wanted to know that, that also you are going to see that. Nattu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadamite chakshu pashyame yogamaishwaram. Now another thing. Can we see God with these eyes? No. They say, no, it is not. And how you will see God? Through the divine eyes. And what is that divine eyes? So we think it is a mystery that the sight will change. Not like that. Thought process will change. These eyes will be there. Not that he will give another, the glass I will put and then only I will see. Sometimes the 3D, 4D movies that we go to see, they give the separate glass, then only we can see the effect. It's not like that. Same eyes only, the same body, but the attitude will be changed. We can realize, we can understand, we can feel. So that is called the Divyam Dadamite Chakshu. I will give you the divine eyes. To get that divine eyes, what is that eyes to see? I have to prepare my mind also. If there is a doubt, if there is if and but, if there is all the time the question mark, how can I see that? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna came to visit Calcutta in Bagbajar. The many people they gathered over there. Some people from the locality also came out of curiosity. Who is this really holy man? Let us go and see. They came and then they were observing. In the first, he is not having 4 hands. And he is not lifting like the Krishna a huge the hill. He is not showing any miraculous power. Just like an ordinary man sitting over there. So they started thinking, because they were not having that clear idea about God, it is not the body, but it is the mind, it is the consciousness, it is that only you have to understand. Spirituality is completely different thing. It has nothing to do with the body. They never knew. So they came, they saw, and they heard very simple, ordinary things that you were talking. Hey, when you are coming to visit me in Dakshineshwar, and what is happening over there, all this. Then, oh, this is all ordinary person. They talk like that. He has nothing to do. So they always want to see the miracles. Unless you show the miracles, they don't like to believe. And that is called the children. Balaha. They are the children. They have not developed in spirituality. They don't have any idea of spirituality. And this Balaha, the children, and you will find they will go in thousands to see something miraculous somewhere. Someone is showing that if I come and do this, I can show you this. And they will go and run into this. And they will assemble. It's all wrong thing. It's only the spirituality is completely different thing. God can do anything and everything. So the preparation of the mind is there. The divine love is there. Then you look at that and you can see, truly you can see, you can feel. So here he is preparing Arjuna to understand his divinity. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva sachakshusha. You cannot see me with these eyes of thine. I give thee supersensuous sight. Behold my supreme yoga power. Behold my supreme yoga power. Once Swamiji was there in Belur Math, he could hear the Omkara constantly. And naturally, along with the Omkara, all the divine forms, so he used to close his eyes almost all the time. Then when somebody is going and then they'll say, Swamiji, open your eyes, you see someone has come, he will look at him, and again, sometimes he used to ask, in that time they become just like a child. So he used to ask, hey, can you hear the Omkara? The person who was visiting, Omkara, Swami? So, yes, see how loudly, how it is constantly going on. Can't you hear? Can't you hear? Can't you see anything? For them it is so easy. But for people like us, we may believe, we may not believe, because we are not capable to understand that. So one person, he is doubting constantly. The monks, it is not possible. Without any selfish motive, someone is helping others. I don't believe it. There must be some motive. Now, how to tell him that there are people who give their life, whole thing, for this, for the love, for the sake of God, to serve others without any selfish motive. This man won't believe. Why? He is not ready. So that is the reason we find over here, when the Krishna is going to show that great form, he is making the person whom he is going to show that ready. So he is giving him the eyes. That means the conception. Now it is very clear that everything is nothing but that God. Everything depends on him. So when Ma Sharada Mani Devi was there, she is always taking care of the devotees and then cooking for them, doing this, doing that. Very ordinary. Any other lady, they will be doing the same thing. So some people used to go, okay, people are telling them Ma Sharada Devi is a divine personality, they will go and they will offer pranam and come, but not that way. There was a brahmachari, that he was also having some doubt, and that was the day, so far I can remember, was the day of Jagadhatri Puja. And he wanted to go to a different village to see the image of Jagadhatri. But the mother told, no, you don't go, you better press my feet, it is paining. So what to do? He was doing that, but the young man, he was thinking, if I could go visit over there, I could see the Jagadhatri. So that way, when he was going on doing, suddenly he noticed it's not that mother's feet. It is something completely different. It is decorated with so many jewelries, so beautiful. Then he looked at the mother's face. Where is mother? There is no divine, that Ma Sharada Devi, Jagadhatri. And that glowing and all light all over. When he saw that Jagadhatri Murti in the person of Ma Sharada Devi, he fainted. Why? He was not ready. He wanted to see the Jagadhatri and he was thinking that I am missing the puja, and by that way but when the mother truly show her real nature, that she is Jagadhatri, this poor boy couldn't contain it. So that is the reason Krishna is making all preparation for Arjuna to understand. And when the mother told that boy, what happened to you? Why, what has happened to you? Then he got up, he saw the same old mother, and he could not believe again the mother, is it this? Is it really? So like mother told, what really? So that is called the tremendous power of God. If they like, they can show. If they also like, they can cover it. So we have to prepare ourselves to get the vision of God and to understand that and to march in that. So this preparation has been done. Divyam dadamite chakshu pashyame yogam aishyaram. Now Sanjay is describing. Sanjay uvacha eva muktva tato rajan mahayogeshwara harihi darshayamasa parthaya paramam rupamaishyaram. The Sanjay is telling, this is the 9th verse, and Sanjay says, having thus spoken, O king, Hari, the king means Sanjay was narrating whatever is happening over there to the king, and now here the Dhritarashtra, and now that's why he is addressing Dhritarashtra, O king, this is happening. Hari, the great lord of yoga, showed unto the son of Pritha the supreme Ishvara form. Rupamaishyaram darshayamasa parthaya, the son of the Pritha, paramam rupam ishyaram. Paramam, the supreme, rupam, the form of what? Ishvara. Here it's not mentioning Atman or the Brahman, it's the Ishvara. The Ishvara is Atman, but that Atman, when takes some qualities, Sattva, Raja, Tama, and perform the creation and the dissolution, etc., that's called Ishvara. So he showed that Ishvara form. Eva muktva tato rajan moha yogeshwara harihi. And he said that Hari, this Hari, now this God is showing. Here he is giving the name Hari. One who takes away all the sin, our failures, all he takes away. Hari, Hari, so that is called Hari. Sometimes these people, you will hear they are singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What is that Hare? It's the Hari. The Hari means that he has the capacity to take away that all the hindrances that is now allowing us to see God. He takes away those. And sometimes people say the sins. He takes away the sins. What are the sins? Our desire, our hankering for this worldly enjoyment, worldly pleasures. That is called, sometimes it say, the sin. And God can take it away any moment. So Hari, he is addressing him as the Hari because he is taking all those things from the mind of the Arjuna. And now Arjuna is going to be ready. So he is giving this report to Dhritarashtra. And now what is said in the 10th verse? Anika bakranayanam anikadbhuta darshanam anika divyabharanam divyaneka jatayudham. Ayudha, anika, many. And what all these many things are there, he is telling, innumerable mouths and eyes. Then if you see sometimes the artists, they paint about that, and millions of faces. That means all the face that you see, that everything is God. Sometimes the Hindus, they worship the Ganesha, Gana Isha. What is this Ganesha? There's a story always. And so they forget about the story. Why the Gana? Gana means the everything. Jana Gana, that means everything. Gana. And he is the Isha. That is why he has an elephant face. He is big, huge, everything. Just to show that he is huge, it has been given as a symbol, elephant, that face. So that is the way the Hindu always try to say that God is all, everything, all pervading. Here the Vishwaroopa, Anika Bakranayanam, and he is telling the numerous mouth and eyes. Nayana is the eyes. Anika Bakranayanam, Anika Adbhuta, that you sight, you see so many things. Darshanam, Aneka Dibya Avaranam. Avaranam means the jewelries, Dibya Avaranam. The splendor, beautiful. And the human being, when they go and see there's something big, something beautiful, and they look at that in awe. My God, what is all this? Then look at the God. He is having all the jewelries, all the wealth, the best of the best. Everything in that. Because the people love to see the jewelries. The God is showing that to them. Anika Dibya Bharanam, Anika numerous celestial weapons uplifted. Because the war, so naturally weapons are necessary. Now look at that. The great God is holding so many number, unthinkable, uncountable numbers of divine weapons. So he is the all power. He is the all wealth. And he is everything all pervading. To whomever you see is nothing but he. So that is the way he is. Now we will conclude with this, the 10th verse, and then the next class again we will continue. But as a conclusion we can think, why suddenly Arjuna asking to see this? Because that comes to us to understand that God is everything. God is everywhere. God is all powerful. And God is doing everything. So we should not feel that something that I am not doing and nobody can do it. It is wrong. The God can do through me and through anyone he likes. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, be thankful to God, to divinity, that you have been chosen for this particular work. Whatever the work that has come to us, responsibility has been given to us by the society, I must be happy with that. And I must always say, I am blessed that I have been chosen for this particular action. Sometimes after leaving the hearth and home, when the young people they are coming to become the monks and nuns, and after some time in the organization it always happens, oh, I didn't get that particular job, I wanted to get that, I like that. There should not be any like and dislike. Whatever the job will be given to you, it's a God's duty that I am performing. In the household also, they always think in this way, this is the life God has chosen for me, and I am very happy. Just go on thinking in that way. Whatever little that you are having, if the husband and wife can think in the same way, whatever little they will be having, with that they will be so happy, so joyful, and the life will flow with that. Problems are there, but if you have the great faith in the blessings of God, surely the blessings will come, problems will be solved. But we need to prepare our mind to accept that. Thank you, friends. Thank you for attending this class. So any question is there? So okay, then let us conclude just by chanting this mantra. It is again from the dhyana. The 9th verse of the Gita Dhyana. So this is the book from the Udbodan, is a Bengali book I am using. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunnanti Divyai Stabai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidu Surasuragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Peace, peace, peace unto all.